Hello, welcome to show number 110. And guess who's back?
Who?
You.
Here I am.
I'm Lee McCain.
And I am Beth McCain.
And welcome to the Positive Thought Radio Show on YouTube, the little 10 minutes of positive joy.
It is.
And it's really positive joy for me because Beth is back.
Oh.
Last week was a solo show.
Oh.
It was our first solo show.
Well, you did good.
You think?
You sure did.
Well, it's not the same.
Okay.
It's not the same. Your position is safe.
All right. Well, it's good to hear. Good to hear.
I got no plans of going solo.
Okay.
You know, onto a bigger and better career.
There you go. I pretty much like what I'm doing.
Well, it's sure good to have you back in the studio. It feels good.
I missed you too.
I missed you so much I couldn't even stand it.
Well, there you go.
Well, you want to give everybody a very quick update on Mom, and then we'll get to some questions?
Sure. She came through surgery with flying colors. They got the cancer out, and we're just waiting to hear back on the pathology and the lymph nodes to see if there's any further treatment needed, which they think there is, but the surgery in itself is done and over, and she's recovering and feeling really good, and doesn't want anybody to think about her unless they're giving her positive thoughts, she said.
There you go. And we'll keep you updated. Next week we'll know something, so we'll sure let you all know. Also, this is going into week 2 of Experience Radio.
Oh, isn't that exciting?
And we're getting more people at it every day.
I know.
We had our biggest day yesterday. 56 people added the station.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well,
so,
good.
I've been cruising the stats.
Have you?
We're very,
Isn't that fun?
Oh, it is.
Every once in a while I see you do it, and then I see Jim do it, and then you guys like both going back and forth.
Well, this is a really big special thing for us, and to know that it's been so well received by you, we thank you very much. If you want to listen to Experience Radio, you can listen to it on the net, you can listen to it on satellite, on TiVo, on BlackBerry, on iPods, on iPhones, every thing you can think of. And where you're going to want to start is just go to experience-radio.com and click onto the Listen Live button.
There you go.
And it's absolutely free and nothing but fun and positivity and LOA and great music.
And the hour-long show is on there.
Yeah, the hour-long show is on there.
7 days a week.
Yep, 7 days a week.
All right.
Beth and Lee till you can't stand no more. Anyway, let's get on to the questions here.
Okie doke.
This one comes from Jennifer in Arizona.
Hi, Jennifer.
And it's really a cool question because this is one I got to tell you I never thought of.
All right.
So here we go. Jennifer wants to know, I love watching crime dramas, but my problem is I get upset and fearful after watching them.
Yeah.
Do I have to give up my favorite shows if I want to practice the law of attraction? No, Jennifer, you can watch CSI. All the they have a CSI for every city now, I think.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. You know, CSI Sarasota, CSI New York, CSI Detroit.
Well, there you go.
So there you go, Jennifer. Here's Beth with your answer.
Well, Jennifer, you do need to make a decision on what you want to attract to yourself. If you physically get upset and think about these shows after you've watched them, you may want to figure out how to change this for yourself. What upsets you about the show? Is it something that you secretly fear will happen to you? If this is the case, give up the shows until you can work on that inner you and get rid of that fear. You have to be willing to let fear go and live life without it. If these shows are instilling fear in you, then for a short time until you can come to terms with what upsets you, see what happens in your life when you don't watch the shows. If your life becomes less fearful, then you will have to make the decision whether your crime dramas are worth it or not. But you know, again, it starts from within you.
Sure.
It always does. It starts from within you to see what is it exactly you're fearing. Face it, look at it and go, okay, I can watch this. This is just fun for me.
Yeah.
And go ahead and watch. But if it instills more fear in you, then you want to get a hold of that fear and the doubts and everything that's attached to that.
Yeah.
Before you keep causing that repetitive pattern to happen. All right.
And watch The Mentalist every Thursday night at 10 o'clock on CBS.
What are you doing?
Because that's a really good one, but it's not so gooey. It's
is it? Okay.
It's not so scary.
All right. Well, I got one for you.
All right.
Molly in Texas.
Hey, Molly.
Wrote us. I believe that heaven is where we came from. Why would we want to come to earth if we had a perfect heaven? I'm asking this as a law of attraction question. That's a good one.
Very good question. We actually talked about this in the movie Beyond the Law of Attraction.
Sure did.
We spent quite a bit of time on it. Molly, the basic answer is many people have many different answers for your question. You know,
It's
it
true.
just depends on who you listen to. So we're going to give you what we feel is our personal truth within the law of attraction.
Right.
You can accept it as your own or find your own answer that makes you feel as if it rings true. But we believe that we do come from a perfect place that has no contrast. We are only surrounded by unconditional love there. There are the ones that want to experience contrast because they've not known contrast and want to learn and grow through the experience of contrast and creating.
Yeah, expanding the soul, the mind,
Yeah.
by experiencing it.
We believe we wanted to understand love even more by having some comparison. We here on Earth are the adventurers who want to experience and grow through contrast and creation of our own, which in turn teaches us more about all the encompassing love that we are, from where we come from.
It's true.
So it basically, it's an e-ticket ride. It's an experience for us.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
up there, we're in perfect joy, and we go, let's go experience this. So
And
really
there's
that's
nothing
what
like
it is.
there's nothing like experience it in, as you will, 3D form.
Right.
Meaning, it's one thing if you go on a vacation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and you
use the vacation
Yeah,
picture
and you bring
example.
back pictures to show me that. Well, sure, I'll look at them and go, wow, that looks neat. But it's not the same as going and
And
experiencing
actually
it.
experiencing it.
And that's what we're doing here.
Well, I have one. We're going to slip one more in.
Okay, let's do
Things
it.
are-
Let's
things are
squeeze it
really-
in.
They're moving along
Okay.
here. This one comes from Sarah in California. And Sarah asks, how do you both find the time to do all the things you do? I barely have time to do anything, and there's so much I want to do, but I just never seem to have the time to do it.
Isn't it funny how you have these birthing ideas that,
Yeah.
and it's like, I want to do it all.
Well, first get yourself a Janet Burns with a whip and a chair.
and a gym.
Yeah, good old Jim.
Well, with the law of attraction, anything is possible, including time management. It all goes back to the original LOA premise, which is know what you want and ask the universe to help you manifest it. In your case, it's more time to do what you want. We do a weekly show, we write, we publish a magazine, we do on average 4 or 5 live appearances per month, yet we actually have more time now than ever. It will happen for you too when you truly want it to be. Go to the source and ask the universe. Time is, and it sounds kind of kooky, but time's an illusion here. And you can expand that time for yourself. You really can through the universe. And Lee and I can attest to that because we are busy little bees and we love everything we do and we fit the time in, don't we?
Well, and that's part of it. If you love what you do, you can do a 15-hour day and it feels like an hour and a half.
The thing is when you're holding on to something very tightly and you're like, oh, I don't have enough time, that's when you don't get enough time.
That's when you lose the time.
Yeah, it's when you can go, hey, I'm going to have enough time and relax, sit back, and it's amazing what can happen.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's pretty cool. Hey, why don't we point the folks to a couple of great people who are kind of doing, law of attraction teaching and stuff. We've got Patty Orr at AskOurAngels.com. She has a very unique style. It's called LOA, the Angel's Way. And anybody who really looks toward the LOA through an ethereal fashion or really understands about the angels and all that, Patty is your
She's a
go-to
wonderful
person.
lady.
She's incredible. And then also our good friend Deborah Ailman has hung her shingle out at Optimist Forever, and she has a completely different way
Yeah, and
of
check it out.
instructing.
Check it out.
You should go to their websites.
Yes.
So for Patty, it's AskOurAngels.com. And for Deborah Ailman and her unique stylings of LOA instruction, she's got a great site at OptimistForever.com. Just thought we'd, kind of point you in that direction because they've got some really neat stuff going on
And
there.
you know another one? I got another one real quick.
Tell me
I mean,
about
there's
it.
tons of them. I know. There's tons of them, but we'll squeeze in more.
Okay.
Sandy Kimmel.
Yes.
She's
yes.
a wonderful law of attraction musician. She practices the law of attraction, her and Patrick, and Sandy is just a joy, and her music is so uplifting.
And that's at sandykimmel.com, and that's S-A-N-D-I, and Kimmel is K-I-M-M-E-L.
There you go.
So there you go. 3 websites to start your week. So you guys have a great weekend. We'll be back next week with more Positive Thought Radio right here on YouTube.
Bye-bye.
Bye.